Hello, hello everyone. It's Caro. You can call me Angela, and please let me know if the volume needs adjusting. Hello, Gator. Thank you for joining. We're back at it again with Ys Origin. Once again, we're gonna be continuing Toal's adventure, and we're gonna be hopefully seeing Possessed Hugo. Hello Manager Bunny, thank you for the short imposter redeem. I like how Toal can just stand on this spike on this statue. I'm so glad I bought Grape Fanta again. I love Grape Fanta. Okay. Good luck with your doctor's appointment, Gator. Trained by the goddess's will. Rhea specifically. She's the one who would do that. Ooh, secret path. Oh, this is a secret path the others don't get. Ow. Yippee. The harmonica has been in places. What? This just gives me money? This is a secret path just for money. I was hoping it would be like a cool item. Well, I guess money is cool too. I like how I can't dash through the spikes. I'll get hit by the spikes, but I won't take any damage if I'm dashing. Ow. Like, the spikes will still knock me down, it just won't do any damage if I'm dashing. Ow. God, having iframes really break things in certain funny ways. Wind magic sure is useful against these guys, just because they're very agile, so having a way to catch up with them is very nice. Yay! Killed. I forgot what was on the right path. I will check it out in a second. I should go down the right path though. Or the right path, rather. To the right path. The path on the right. Alright, let's check it out. Wait, hold on. I can use the Ring of Ys to reduce MP consumption, because I don't need to use the Dragon Clawfoot thing right now. Ah, right. The path is just this. We can't cross it yet. Oh well. We'll come back through the other side. Killing. We do have fire. Oh yeah, that's true. We do have fire magic. I don't know though. These guys are a little bit hard to hit with fire. Just because they're so small. Might be useful. Oh, never mind. That guy's gone. Oh, for platforming. Yeah, that's true. Ah! Fuck! Knock me down. I love how the monsters can just go through the spikes like it's nothing. Like, they have no collision with the spikes. To be honest, it would be really funny if Toal in his demon mode gets to ignore spikes too, just because he's also a monster. And being able to ignore spikes is just like a property monsters have. Oh, hi Rue. I have not found your fruit yet. I can't understand what you're saying, but it's pretty obvious what you want. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for you right now. Oh right, I forgot to jump down the hole. Spikes can impale you without your consent. Honestly, that's like some Hanna-Barbera cartoon logic. It's like how if you don't look down, you don't fall. Whee. Alright, here we go. This is where we get the Rhoda fruit. I like how we can interrupt their jump attack by hitting them before they land. Yay. Now I can get the Rhoda fruit. I like how they just keep these Rhoda fruit in treasure chests around the tower. Like what, is it just like emergency ration for demons or something? Rue discrimination. They just want to starve the Rue specifically. Emergency health kit. That would be kind of funny if like Rhoda fruit is legitimately just a healing item for the demons. And they just like to pop one sometimes. But since it's all in treasure chests, they can't actually use it, so they just never heal. Yeah, unless they're using healing magic, I guess, which some of them have. That's true. I mean, I thought it was just an MP recovery item, though, and not like an HP recovery item. Was it an HP recovery item? Yeah, I remember it gave you a lot of MP, but I don't know if it also gave you HP or not. Yay, Phantom Mail. Armor made by demons. As ever, I'm in your debt. Thank you. Armor made from a demon carcass naturally defends against miasma. You know, that's actually a good point. Demons are in fact made of magic. So it would actually make sense if MP recovery is also HP recovery for them. Oh god, I have to deal with these turtle things now. Right, I forgot, these plants are weirdly resistant to fire. Is there anything here? Nope. It's just a funny looking platform. Oh right, I have to platform here. One more. One more. Yay. Key. God, I love how when he takes on his demon form, he also gets the fucking Virgil hair. Is there anything down here? I believe there is. Can Toal dodge child support like Virgil? I guess we'll just have to go play until the epilogue to find out. Heroes don't have children in the middle of the adventures after all. They do it after, so they can have a sequel. Well, we do know that the House Fact has descendants, so Toal probably has kids later on in his life. Yay. Topaz. We also know that in, I almost said Disgaea. We also know that in Ys 2, there is a sanctuary of Toal. If they do, it's before the final boss fight. True. He never paid out. Oh yeah, no, that's true. If they have kids, can Rhea even give birth? Actually, no. I think she can. I remember reading on the wiki that the winged ones are in fact capable of reproduction. Yeah, I did a bit of reading on the wiki about like some of the lore stuff. Like who the winged ones are. Yeah, like I remember reading specifically that they are capable of reproduction. I don't think there's anything down here. Ah! Yep, there's nothing down there. Ah! Whoops. There we go. God, jumping out of those things is so hard. Immortals capable of reproduction. Yeah, I remember reading on the wiki that like it was like a technological breakthrough for them. Honestly, I'm pretty excited to play Memories of Celceta just so I can like actually get to experience some of that actual lore in the game. But then again, I read that like apparently the Ark of Napishtim also has relevant lore, so I also gotta play that too at some point. Yeah, the white Amelas. It's kind of wild reading that Ys Felghana actually has relevant lore too, because Genos from Ys Felghana was in fact also a winged one, which I can't believe I never pieced together before when I played it all the previous times. They couldn't reproduce until the end of their tech tree. Isn't there... Didn't they have to like design their immortal body specifically to be able to reproduce? Or something like that? Since they did start out in mortal bodies, right? Yeah. Honestly, being able to build like... I mean like, whatchamacallit? Like synthetic immortality or digital immortality is already like a sci-fi concept, but the one thing that like always runs into those things, the one thing that always stands out is the fact that like if you live inside a robot body, you can't really reproduce, right? So it's like honestly it makes sense that being creating immortal bodies that are capable of reproduction would in fact be a pretty major technological breakthrough. So it's like, it's actually pretty cool that they thought of that at all. Ah! Fuck. Hold on. Ah, sorry about that. I accidentally knocked my speakers off my desk. God. Alright, we're back. Oh, jeez, hold on. I just realized my mic was in a funny position, but my mic should also be readjusted now. I have no idea how that even happened. But yeah, no, it's kind of funny, like, the idea of, like, having to reinvent reproduction. God, where even was I? I got so distracted by the fact that my speakers fell off my desk. Wait, where is this? Oh. Ah, okay, I know where this is. I need to boost my armor. Alright, I want to go back and explore that room more because I got so frazzled by the fact that my speakers fell off my desk. God, I've got to fight more effectively and actually use magic that's relevant. Ow, I'm poisoned? I forgot you guys have poison. It never comes up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something here that I missed. Yep, there is. Ah, God, it's the fucking lobsters. Hehe. Shrimp attack. I'm glad the shrimps are weak to lightning. Yay! Yippee! God, I love that when he does the fire tornado as a demon, he also gets like demon wings, just to be extra cool. Is this where I came from? I have no clue. I don't think so. I don't know where I came from actually. Oh no, this is where we're supposed to go. Okay, got it. Okay, on to the save point. Ah, right, this area. Where's the other one? Ew. I forgot, is petrification a status effect in this game? I remember it being a status effect in, I think it was Ark of Napishtim. But I don't remember if petrification is a thing. Well, I mean, I guess like Dallas uses it obviously, but like I forgot if it's a status effect that you, the player, can get infected by. Actually, speaking of Dallas, isn't this where he turned the people into stone? I guess it hasn't happened yet. Yippee! Key. I wonder when the petrification happens. God, I remember in E6 Ark of Napishtim, there's a lot of really annoying status effects. Because a lot of them like last for so long, they practically don't go away at all unless you use an item. Like the poison status effect in that game is especially bad because it'll basically kill you before it goes away on its own, if it ever even does. Alright, let's advance. Ow. Alright, we gotta do some platforming here. There we go. Yay. Ah, God, it's you motherfuckers. Anti-air fire tornado. Yay. New boots. Boots made from demon hide, resistant to blood pool damage. Dead pool damage. Ah! Whoops, I didn't mean to fall down. This is just the area we're just in. Oh, I missed the jump pad. Not that I need it. Oh my God, that is such good anti-air. Ah, this is where a cutscene happens. Yep, cutscene time. Hey, Clawman. That's Epona this time. Epona. Guessing you still haven't found the other goddess if you're wandering around here, huh? Well, no skin off my back. That just means I still have a chance to find her myself. Oh? But aren't you supposed to be guarding the annex? Yeah, I was, till Zava showed up and told me to get the hell out of there. Said I was in the way or something, I don't know. So I figured I'd go search for the goddess in that black pearl more. Black pearl thing more. I see. So what's happening in Rado's annex now? Those twerps from Ys have taken it, I guess. No biggie though. The Devil's Gaze is still locked up tight, so they won't be seeing Lady What's-Her-Name anytime soon. Oh, and before I left, some of the sorcerers from Ys showed up. But your little brother wasn't with them. I wonder where he's gotten himself into. Huh. Come on, don't look at me like that. He's a pretty tough adversary, you know? It's only natural that I want to keep tabs on him. I didn't say a thing. But since you brought it up, I feel inclined to express my appreciation that you're looking out for him. Alright, enough, I'm out of here. Almost forgot. I got something for you, Clawman. Oh, thank you. I'm glad she just gives that to us. You want to open the door for them, Toal? Do it, Toal. What's this? It's a medallion that'll let you get further up the tower. Figured I should give you a sporting chance, you know? But keep wasting time and I'll find that goddess before you, so don't slack off. Fight the good fight and all that. Aw, thank you, Epona. She's a good co-worker. What an honorable gesture. She and Yugo are more similar than I'm sure either of them would care to admit. They'd make an excellent couple. Oh my god, Toal. Even he's shipping it now. Once this whole mess is over anyway. And the worst is yet to come. I wonder how it'll all play out from here. Perhaps it's best not to think about it. I should focus my efforts on finding Rhea before it's too late. God, I love that even he ships Epona with Yugo. Go away. Jesus, there's so many of you fuckers. How did Zava and Dallas get into the floating island? That's a good question, actually. How did they get up there? Maybe it's because... Actually, no, the Black Pearl wasn't even there. Only the replica was. I guess he must have. Yeah, no, now that you mention it, that's a really good question. I never even thought about that. How did they get up there? Because the whole point of them building this tower is that they wanted to get up there but never did, you know? I love that I can burn the slimes through the floor. Yay. Yippee. I love making these sounds when I use magic. It's fun. Alright, upgrade boots. And save game. I wonder what happens if we go to the Rado's Annex right now. Does it just not let us in? Oh wow, they really are standing guard. Seems the search party has gathered in Rado's Annex. I have no business with them right now. It would be best not to interfere. Wow, they really are city guard number 1 and 2, huh? Just standing there in front of the Rado's Annex. So I guess if they're standing there, that means they have not gotten petrified here yet. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, that thing does not give me as much airtime as I thought it would. You know, if they're standing there at Rado's Annex, that means they have not been petrified here yet. Well, let's go fight the mantis. Oh god, fighting the mantis is gonna be hard when we have no range. We're gonna have to fight it all the way up close in melee. That's gonna be a challenge. Oh man, here we go. This is actually gonna be pretty hard. Because Hugo and Unica both had a ranged attack. But Clawman does not have a single ranged attack, so he's gonna have to do this all the way up in melee. Ah! And that's the risk about melee against this guy, so he can do that. And just don't get hit. Well, I'm doing a lot of damage to it at least. Oh right, I forgot, fire magic can sometimes block enemy attacks. Oh jeez. Ow. Oh wow, I'm killing the shit out of the minions. Oh my god. How did I destroy it so fast? I'm not that over leveled, am I? Holy crap, that was fast. Was I really that over leveled? Jesus, I didn't expect that to be that easy. I thought it was gonna be hard. Ah, cutscene. The uppermost floors of the tower lie just beyond. Dallas and Zav are likely finalizing preparations for the ritual. I have to find Rhea before those fiends get their hands on her. It feels like playing cutscene Dante, true. You don't give up easy, do you? Oh, hi Rhea. Rhea. I spoke with Fina by Lila Shell. It seems you know the whole story now. I do. Then you must understand why we, as goddesses, must do this. Please give me the harmonica that Fina entrusted to you. Oh, what an interesting request. So it has more than just sentimental value to you, does it? Some magical properties as well, perhaps? The ancients claim the tonal quality of clarion instrument. The ancients claim the tonal quality of a clarion instrument could be used to release the full power of our wings, and its echo could temporarily weaken the demonic essence. So that's it. Alright, I understand your situation then. But I gave this harmonica to you as a token of my feelings. I never intended for it to be used like that. Sure, you two may be goddesses, but what does that really mean? How are you any different from the rest of us where it counts? I'll never forget how you smiled when I gave this to you. I wanted to freeze that moment and see that smile on your face forever. But if this harmonica is nothing more than a tool to you now, I'd prefer to keep it for myself, thank you. It's a bit hypocritical of you to lecture me about my decision, Toal. After all, haven't you been planning to sacrifice yourself this whole time? Hello Fifi man, thank you for joining the stream. Have you ever given the slightest thought to how I feel? Do you have any idea what you've been putting me through all this time? I have an inkling. And I know I'm running a fool's errand. I know this is pointless and that my methods are unseemly. But that's why I'm right here, right now. I've exposed myself for the small-minded, weak-willed coward that I am. And it's time to make amends. It's time to set things right. I don't intend to let any sacrifices be made in the name of bringing order to this chaos. Not one, not even myself. But I can't do this alone. I need your strength. I want the two of us and everyone else to be able to live in peace and tranquility once more. I want the old Ys back. I know this is a selfish attitude to have and it's probably unrealistic at this point. But if you and I and all the other knights and sorcerers, if every one of us pulls every last bit of our power together, I'm sure we can achieve the impossible. So please just humor me here. Lend me your strength. I must admit, I seem to have misjudged your intentions completely. You never cease to amaze me. Well, you always did say I was careless. I figured, why break the mold now? It's been working pretty well for me all these years. Or maybe I've just finally accepted the fact that you're a goddess, and decided I tried my hand at praying for a miracle. Either way, there's only one absolute certainty in my mind. I want my future to be with you. Toal, you truly are one of a kind. What a magnificent farce. Oh, hi, Hugo. Ah! What? Ah! Toal? Ah! We can't have you interrupting the fun now, can we? You bastards! What's happened to Hugo? What have you done to him? Isn't it obvious? He's accepted a demonic element of his very own as compensation for your betrayal. Regular Hugo. To be frank, I never truly believed you were on our side. Oh, you claimed you were, and you followed orders quite nicely. But when push come to shove, you hesitated. It was a dead giveaway. Ah! Yes, that's very good. Come, Hugo, you have a playmate now. Toal. He's all bark and no bite. No, I don't think it's fair to say that Toal is weak. Rather, Hugo is simply that strong. Stronger than I could have possibly hoped, in fact. It seems the poor boy must have been quite the magic prodigy. Certainly a stroke of luck that we were able to turn him so easily. You goddamn bastards! The white and black are now ours. At long last, the final ceremony can begin. My dear goddess, for your sake, I hope you lend us your power willingly. Stop! Toal, please, don't do anything rash. It's alright, you don't need to worry about me. Rhea. Aw, how touching. Almost brings a tear to my eye. I would simply finish you off here, but I enjoyed your little farce so much that I can't bear to cut it short without seeing how it ends. So please, continue crawling up the tower like the insect that you are. It should make for some first-rate entertainment. No, I can't let it end here. Move, get up, damn it. My, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, hello. Xion? Oh, you have healing magic. Feeling a bit more mobile now. Yes. I'm sorry, Xion. I wish I had time to thank you, but don't worry. I know. You go on ahead. Lady Rhea needs you. How? I heard the short version of what happened from Lady Fina. She told me of your true intentions and of your newfound determination. Yeah, no, Xion was just watching the whole time. He didn't intervene at all. Here, take this with you. You might need it. Oh, thank you. Oh, I get a light shell? There's only one catch. If you have a Lila shell, it means you're one of us. Knowing that, will you still accept it? Yes. Yes, with pleasure. I was hoping you would say that. We'll catch up with you as soon as we free Lady Athena. Please take care of yourself. I will. Yeah, no, that's true. Xion is no match against, like, Dallas. Such recklessness. But then, he is quite strongly motivated. I certainly want to be the one standing in his way. Alright, back to Rado's Annex. I hope Rico can dispel the spell in time. Oh, Rico's the one doing it. That's interesting. Before, it was Kadena that was doing it. But now I guess Rico is not buffing everyone's weapons. Also, I guess that means that the knights still have not gotten turned into stone yet. Actually, can I go to Rado's Annex now? What would happen if I go there right now? Still won't let me in. Oh, they changed shifts. It's now Aeolia and Dino. The search party has the situation under control here. I need to get to the top of the tower as quickly as possible. I guess they changed shifts. That's such a fun detail. I like that they changed shifts. So, have the knights gotten turned to stone yet? Or does that just not happen here? No, it hasn't happened yet. Interesting. Yeah, no, I love cool little details like that. Like, hey, they actually changed people that's on guard. Oh. There we go. I love the fact that the fire tornado lets you block attacks. Very handy. Ow. I like the fact that when you kill these plant things, their boomerangs also disappear, even if it's in the middle of the air. Because that means the boomerang is part of their organism. That's somehow connected to their life force, even when it's not connected to their bodies. God, I have so much fucking SP. What would happen if I go this way? I forgot. Ah, right. This. Rhoda fruit, not Rado's fruit. Wow, his lightning magic really is the slime killer, huh? Actually, you know what? Why don't I just jump down here? Hehe. Alright, time to earn our final attack. Our boost gauge is about to get even better. Hello, Rue. I'm here to feed you. I keep finding you little ones in the strangest places. Perhaps our fates are linked. What? A surge of power came welling up from within. Toal is now able to use Burst. That's right, he gets the fucking Master Spark. This is amazing. I can feel power surging through every part of my body. But it's not demonic in nature. I never imagined Ruse could bestow such abilities. Thank you. I'm certain this will be extremely helpful in the coming struggles. Final flash. Alright, this is the path to the mirror world, which I can't... Actually, what does Toal say about the mirror world? Nothing, okay. Ah! God damn it, not again. Motherfucker. Not that I can't navigate even with that status effect, it's just very annoying. Right. Da-da. You know what? Let's jump down the slime pit. I forgot I have the other toggle button mapped to the other key. Ow. I forgot you needed to do something to unlock that treasure chest first. Whoops. Slime pit go. Ah, we get this chest though. Oh, brave armor. Claria made armor made of black and silver, wearable only by the strong-willed. Now that I think about it, wasn't the final armor in Ys Felghana also called the brave armor? Ah, fuck. Let's do this. It's been a while. Yeah, I remember the final weapon in Ys Felghana was the brave sword, but I don't remember if the armor was also brave armor. All I remember is that it's a Claria sword made by a winged one, so... Since I know Genos was a winged one, like they even showed his wings in the mural that you discover about Genos. Does this lead up? Out? Yes, this leads out. I would be streaming Felghana after this one, after I finish Ys Origin, so I guess we'll find out. Like, I remember reading on the wiki about how Galbalan was like actually one of the Grey Amela's monsters that was created or something. And that Genos was a winged one who had a Claria sword specifically for killing that thing. So even though Ys Felghana is taking place outside of Ys and has nothing to do with Ys, it's still connected to Ys just by the nature of the fact that there was a winged one who was involved. Where do I go again? Do I go this way? I think I do. I just realized this is like spoilers for like Ys Felghana, but then again, it's also spoilers that I don't think anyone who doesn't know about Felghana already would really be able to glean anything from without actually seeing the game, so I don't think it matters that much. Oh, thank you for the Slurp Imposter redeem, Manager Bunny. I could use a bit of rehydrate. But yeah, it's kind of funny, like, there's spoilers that kind of ruins the game, the story, but then there's spoilers where it's like, if you don't know the material, then the spoiler is not even gonna matter anyways. It's like how, what's a good example? I guess a good example of like a spoiler where it's like if you don't know the source material. Oh, okay. Good luck at your appointment, Gator. Thank you for watching today. Are we about to fight Yugo? Oh no, we're fighting Kishgal. I've been waiting for you. Kishgal. Okay, have fun getting your health checked. You seem to be doing pretty well for yourself, especially for someone who used to take orders from Saltova. Still hung up about the commander, are you? What do you want from me? I think you know. I want to fight a truly worthy opponent. One can match me blow for blow in Battle Royale. That's all I ever wanted. I thought Saltova would be that man, but he wasn't ready for me when I issued my challenge. He was worn down to a mere shadow of his potential. Of course he was. He'd been fighting demons for who knows how long when you people decided to show up. My point exactly. He was wounded and fatigued. Handicaps like that mean nothing to one who's accepted demonic power. So I've been waiting for you here. Waiting for my chance to fight the successor to Saltova's legacy. The one man with powers that truly match my own. Have you ever seen the human gore flow like a waterfall? A man's insides decorating the walls. Allow me to teach you the true meaning of bloodshed. God, you're edgy, man. Oh, whoops, I'm still using wind. Actually, I should be using fire. Ow. Huh. He's taking a lot of damage, actually. I can do that too. Ow. Actually, he's not hurting that bad. I think I'm just pretty over leveled for this fight. That's her ultimate attack. I have mine too. I can't use it yet though. Oh, I can now. Ow. Oh, I won. That was pretty easy. Surprisingly so. I thought he would be stronger. I guess my honor as a knight is secure at least. This must be a key for traveling through Zava's domain. Perhaps this was the bait, and that was meant to be his catch. Either way, it's mine now. Oh boy, it's starting. The tower's about to shoot out its tendrils. God, I love it when in fantasy buildings themselves serve as like a magical implement. It's such a cool concept. Man, imagine being one of the people on Ys when this happens. That would be so crazy. Like, imagine the earthquake you would experience. It is thoughtful of them to put a magic bubble around it before shooting tentacles onto it, though. Because I imagine if the bubble wasn't there, like, people would just get fucking hit by the tentacles. Damn, the ritual started. I have to get to the top of the tower. Haha. I don't think so. What? Demonic powers or no, you shouldn't be able to recover so quickly. Ha! With the demonic essence on the verge of being set free, I'm damn near invincible. All things considered, though, you've proven yourself a most worthy adversary. Demonic rage. You should be able to give into it as well, Toal. Let yourself go. Become one with the essence. Change! Become a full-blooded demon and fight me! I will not. What? I'll stick to my natural abilities until this is over, thanks. I'm still human after all, and humanity may be imperfect, but I'm not ready to give it up. I was foolish enough to accept demonic powers, but I will not allow myself to become a monster. Ha. This is priceless. Fine then, if you want to die for your woman, I'll be happy to help. Ah! Oh fuck, Unica! Oh shit! Toal, are you alright? You? Kishkal's incel rage. Hope you don't mind us dropping in unannounced like this. God, that was such a badass entrance from Unica. Oh, the knights are okay. I guess that means they haven't been turned into stone. Hey Captain, seems like you could use a hand. So this is the man who killed Commander Tova? Well, any enemy of the Great Saul Tova is just as much an enemy of ours. We must avenge our departed officer. Your timing is impeccable. You vermin. How dare you interrupt my sport? Leave this to us, Captain Fact. You've got other places to be, right? I swear on my honor that we won't let this bloated berserker set 1 foot outside this room. Understood. I'm counting on you all. Yes, sir! Honestly, they absolutely did not need anyone other than Unica in that fight. Like, Unica alone could take on Nikishko. The sounds of a fierce struggle can be heard from within. I think I'll just leave this to them. I've got other places to be. Yeah, no, Unica could handle that entire fight on her own. Like, she absolutely did not need the other generic knights there. Right, I can just teleport. Unica's I think, honestly, I think that line, I think that line is probably a poor translation referring to the fact that he's very buff. Like, I think that's what the original Japanese was meant to convey, and they just had a weird translation choice there. Damn, no, it looks like this time the knights don't get turned into stone. So that big area in Blighted Blood is just a completely useless room because, like, there's no cutscene happening there. Ow. Alright, we gotta get our way to the mirror room. Wee. I love that the enemies are also affected by the anti-gravity platforms. Or the anti-gravity pads. Like, they can also go for a float if they want to. Speaking of floats, it's been a while since I've been to a Baskin-Robbins. Maybe I should go to the mall so I can get some Baskin-Robbins again. Oh, what? That was the exit? I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, no, Baskin-Robbins is pretty good, especially like the Japanese flavors they have here that you can't really get in the States. Not that I ever went to a Baskin-Robbins when I was in the States. But I know that American Baskin-Robbins don't have like Pikachu promos and whatnot. Not that I got the Pikachu promo. I don't remember what flavor I got actually. Not that it really matters, because as long as it tastes good, I'll eat it. I'm not picky. I'm very much of the philosophy of if it's edible, I'll eat it. Because I just love eating. Ow. Ah, mirror maze. Oh, this is just money. Man, they have a pretty big delay on their teleports. Oh, we're back here. I'm pretty sure I've gone that way before. Have I gone this way? It would appear so. Did I ever go this way? It would appear so. Did I ever go the other way? Yes, I did. I already been here. Ah, god damn it. I forgot that that goes back here. Okay, so we have to go to the right then. And then from here, we will have to go right again. And then go right again. Oh god, no, we're back here again. That's not it. I'm gonna use dash to go through this faster. It's not left though, is it? Oh no, it is left. That was the right way. God, I wish these things are attracted to the lightning magic. Because they're such an annoying swarm that don't move. It's very hard to hit them with area effects when they can resist pole effects like that. Finally. Yay! Oh yeah, what happens if I use the Lila shell? Who's gonna talk to me? Oh, Shion. Toal, are you alright? I almost hesitate to ask, but that's shaking. It's exactly as we feared. The ritual's begun. I believe they intend to release the Black Pearl's power by forcibly wrenching Solomon's shrine down and smashing it upon the earth. That's even worse than I feared. Several members of the search party should have arrived at your location by now. Have you encountered them? Yes, they're attending to one of our enemies right now. Alright, that's good. It sounds like they've got your back then. Just leave them to it, Toal. They can handle themselves just fine, and Lady Rhea needs you. I know. Thank you all for your help. Toal put away the Lila shell. Where am I? Oh god. Damn it, I'm back here again. Is this the way to go? No. Ah. God. Here. There we go. Yay! Level max, finally. Okay, here we are. Finally. I'm still missing a boot. I hope I find it soon. I don't seem to be lacking in defense, so I don't think I need it yet, though. Well, if it isn't the man demon that refuses to die. You. I've been very patient with you all this time at Lord Dallas's behest, which makes it even all the more sweeter that I've finally been given permission to deal with you as I see fit. You hate me that much, do you? Is it because I've so thoroughly trounced all your demons? That would be the reason, yes. You have no idea how much trouble I went through to gain control over these creatures. And then some lowly knight worms his way into our group, gains some power, and starts cutting them down left and right? It's reprehensible. You're right. From your perspective, I was given free license to undo all your hard work, and you had no way to stop me. If I were your enemy then, it would have been a matter of course, but as your ally, my actions were completely insensitive. I offer you my humblest apologies. You think you're cute talking like that? Charming maybe? You disgust me. If only you were more like your little brother. He's the kind of subservient cretin who would make any master proud. There's such darkness in his heart, such an unquenchable thirst for power. So many disgraces have been heaped upon House Fact already, but with him in our employ, this could just be the beginning. What have you done to him? Demonic powers alone couldn't have made him act like that. Yeah, no, she is absolutely femdoming Hugo. All we did was find an opening in his heart and use it to our advantage, sealing away his free will and emotions. He's drunk with the power of the demonic, lost in a blissful dreamlike state where everything is simple and victory comes easy. It's only a matter of time before he gives in to temptation and becomes one of us in body and soul. Did I say something that amused you? You're delusional. Do you know why I gave up sorcery to become a knight? Because Hugo was better at magic than I could ever hope to be. Better by far. The mussy. I suspect he could even outmatch your almighty Lord Dallas. What? How dare you speak such lies? No one could ever exceed my lord's power. Do you have any knowledge at all of the fact lineage? Compared to my father, this lord of yours might as well be doing parlor tricks. Perhaps you've heard of him. Cain Fact, the most senior member among the 6 priests of Ys. The very man Hugo will one day succeed. Given his extensive magical training and his clarion will, he won't be able to maintain control over Hugo for long. You really started to grate on me, Toal Fact. I think it's time I give you a little taste of what we elite Darklings can do. But yeah, it's funny Toal should mention Cain Fact, cause he's gonna be relevant, don't you worry. In what ways, you'll see. Alright, time for the Zava fight. This should not be hard. She's not a difficult boss fight. Behold, my strongest familiars. Come, my pretties, tear this vermin limb from limb. Alright, Zava. We should use fire, cause... Ah, god damn it. Yes, we just need to hit her once to get her down. Thankfully, my fire magic is really good anti-air, so I can knock her down really easily. Ah, here she goes. Heh. I'm glad her minions are seemingly disoriented and don't seem to know where I am. Ah, hi. Ow. Ow. You missed. Oh, you're gonna use your ultimate powers? No can do. I didn't even need to use burst to kill you. I barely lost any HP, in fact. Hehe. Your powers have improved, but how? Perhaps because I've been relying on them a little bit too much. You could say I've had more than my fair share of practice. Unfortunately, my own natural skills have begun to wither away as a result. I wish I never had to transform again. But if it's If it's what it takes to defeat the likes of you, then so be it. I can always retrain. You know, it really is the fucking nano ruse. How sickeningly noble. If your duality is causing you so much suffering though, then by all means, allow me to end it. No, not you too. Kishkal's not the only one who can take advantage of a good thing, you know. With the release of the demonic essence, my powers are increased 100-fold. Behold. Oh, it's these guys. Destroy as many as you'd like. There's no end to the numbers I can summon. How long will you be able to last, I wonder? This should be most entertaining. What? Hi, Galleon. Good to see you in action. That all you got? Galleon, but those fireballs couldn't have come from you. Of course not, they came from me. Hello, Kadena. Kadena? We promised we'd lend you a hand, remember? And the knights and sorcerers of Ys are always keep their word. So who's the ugly witch? How dare you mock me? I don't care how many of you there are, you'll never outmatch my familiars. Well, she's certainly easy to taunt. We should be able to handle this without even breaking a sweat. Shion told us everything. You go on ahead. We'll take care of things from here. But just go. You do not want to cross me. Not after staying behind with the commander. Don't think I've forgotten about that. Alright, I'm sorry. Best of luck to you. You think you can get away from me? You know, this teamwork is like so dramatic. It's actually so cool. Can I go back down? An intense clashing of swords and magic can be heard. The battle is still raging somewhere. They don't let you go back. But yeah, no, the teamwork is actually so cool. And what's really nice about it is that you actually get to see all of the characters of the hero party actually fighting. It's not like the two other routes where the player character is the only one who's doing any fighting. Like this time, everyone is actually fighting. And you actually get to see that too. Like, it's actually quite satisfying seeing everyone fight as opposed to just the hero. God, it's so funny how in the other routes, like, everyone except for the hero was completely fucking useless. Nobody did anything. And what's really cool too is that you actually had to fight some of the heroes too. Like, the fact that you had to fight Galleon and also Shion means you also know what kind of abilities they have. So when the cutscenes happen where they're fighting the enemies, you know exactly what they're doing. You know the kind of attacks and shit they're putting out, which is pretty cool. That's like such a satisfying thing that you don't get to experience in the two other routes at all. Yeah, no, exactly. The knights are actually doing stuff and not just getting petrified. It's like the knights are actually fighting and being knights. You even get to see Kadena shooting fireballs too, which is kind of cool. Because in the other two routes, Kadena never fights at all, ever. Oh, right. I need to go that way. Actually, no, hold on. There's a thing I need to grab here first. Or, no, there isn't. I was wrong. Oh my god, get out of the way, you two. There we go. That's a lot of guys. Oh my god, the slime. I just want to move. There we go, now we got the Brave Guards. Magic boots made of polished claria sometimes negate the enemy attacks. Here we go. Boots unlocked. Oh my god, you're flying so high up. You know, the fact that the demons are actually sentient is still really funny. Like, all the things that we're killing right now, like, are capable of speech. You just never talk to them. Like, they have jobs, they have families, they have kids, a loving wife, maybe, unions. Yeah, no, that's true. Okay. I don't want to fuck up the jump here. There we go. Use fire. It's kind of funny to imagine that, like, these guys are sentient though, because some of these are like plants and stuff. It's like, I wonder how these plant demons attend, like, union meetings and whatnot. Ah, god damn it. God, slime pits are so good for just getting a ton of hits down. Oh wait, no, this is the way forward. I don't want to do that yet. Because there's a thing to get there. Yeah, no, that's true actually. Like, Zava is absolutely not the type of person who would give a shit about keeping her minions updated on things. So it's like, this whole time, it's like the demons are just like, hey, one of our own is attacking us. We gotta fight that guy too, just because he's killing all our guys. Despite also being a demon. Male balance. I mean, then again, the demons have been hostile all game, so it's like, maybe from the very start, the demons were always like, yeah, no, that guy, Commander Toal, is just like insane for no reason. We just have to fight him. God, all these fucking status effects. Poison, heavy, and curse. Ow. He's a team killer. He really is. Yeah, no, like, Dallas did explicitly tell Zava, hey, you're not allowed to kill this guy, even if you hate him, just because he's part of our team. But it's like, all the other demons have been attacking him, so it's like, the other demons must have just been ignoring orders from Dallas in order to fight Toal. Which is kind of funny to think about. Yeah, no, it's kind of like how in Ys 2, when you, like, as Adol, when you talk to the demons, a lot of them are like, man, that Adol is such a piece of shit, I gotta kill him. Man, you guys. There we go. Ah, more you guys. Heh. Alright, let's upgrade our boots. You know how in all the other playthroughs, at this point you fight Toal? Well, this time, since we're playing as Toal, we're gonna be fighting someone different. Well, I think it's pretty obvious who we're gonna be fighting. We're gonna be fighting Hugo. Actually, no. It wasn't always Toal. Was it? I don't remember. Oh, either way, we're fighting Hugo now. Hugo? Hugo, please. Don't do this. You're too strong. To let them keep controlling you. Stop! Clawman? Ego, snap out of it! Didn't you promise me we'd settle things once and for all? Well, here I am. Or are you too afraid of what I may do to you? Ah. Yep, Epona is still alive. That's better. If you're gonna fight anyone, it should be me. Six sides of fact at once, huh? Not bad. I'm not your enemy though, I hope you know that. But it won't stop me from beating some sense into you. I am your brother after all. Ah! Oh, Epona disappeared. Oh Jesus. Ow. Oh geez, that bomb can move? You can move your bombs now, dude? That's pretty gnarly. He's not really doing all that much damage though, to be honest. I'm beating him pretty swell right now. Ow. The Demusiism. It's funny, but Toal also ships them too. Like, Toal also ships Yugo and Epona. So, like, he also wants this ship to survive. Ow. Jeez, that hurts. Oh, jeez. God damn it, you used your shield right when I'm using my ultimate. There we go. You go down. That's it. Let it all out. Demonic powers aren't what you want. They do nothing but reflect your inner weakness. Just stay focused. You're too strong to let them overcome you. Too strong to let them win. Ah! That's good. You're a real jackass, you know that? Spouting off all that pithy fighting spirit nonsense when I'm incapable of getting a word in edgewise. So what's with the big brother act all of a sudden? I'm your big brother. It's about time I started acting like it. Can a man boast about his little brother's strength from time to time? I mean what I said, you know. You look shocked. No, I'm just trying to figure out your angle. You seem a lot different than you were last time we spoke. More determined, I guess, or confident. I am, at least to some extent. I still don't have much in the way of natural ability. That blessing went to you, not to me. So I always felt very limited by my shortcomings. But I finally started to realize maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm not so limited after all. Certainly took me long enough, didn't it? Is it because of Lady Rhea and Lady Fina? Partly, but not just them. Ever since this whole ordeal began, every one of you has been looking out for me. I guess you could say, by virtue of comparison, my newfound confidence is thanks to Dallas and his crew. What are you laughing at, you little twerp? You say you're lacking natural ability, but I don't know. It takes a pretty dry wit to deliver a line like that with a straight face, and that's got to count for something. Though I suppose it's more sad than funny, really. Epona, are you alright? Come on, pull yourself together. Hugo, have you come back to your senses? I have. I'm so sorry, Epona. I'm going to get you taken care of, but for now, you just stay right there. Don't try to move. Just rest up. Well, there's an offer I can't refuse. Here. Oh, thank you for the goddess ring. What's this? Per Dallas's orders, I swiped it from Lady Rhea. It's something he doesn't really want her to have, which means it's probably something worth having. You should take it with you. Got it. Thanks. Once I've tended to Epona's wounds, I'll be right behind you. So, stay safe, brother. Brother, huh? How many years has it been since he last called me that? All that's left now is confronting Dallas on the tower summit. Wait for me, Rhea. Oh, unfortunately, Hugo and Epona will not be Adol's ancestors, just because Adol is not one of the descendants of the priests. And since Hugo is a descendant of House Fact, that means Adol cannot be his descendant, or else Adol would also be a descendant of House Fact. Honestly, it would be really cool if Adol was a descendant of House Fact, just because, like, at the end of the first game, he has to fight one of the descendants of House Fact, right? It would actually be kind of cool if he was also a Fact, just so he has to, like, fight his own, like, kin, I guess. But yeah, the Goddess Ring. A mysterious ring worn by Rhea bestows divine protection. If you remember from the second game, the Goddess Ring is what Adol wore when he fought Darm. It's something he had to wear in order to fight Darm. So it's interesting that Toal gets this now. And it's also interesting that Toal's 6th item is not a revive item. Toal's 6th item is a boost item, but not a revive item. That means he cannot take unnecessary damage. Yeah, no, Adol literally is just some random dude. He's literally just this random dude who happens to be extremely powerful for no reason. Alright, level 50. That should be more than good enough. Let's confront the final boss. Ah. God, what a cool arena. Rhea, are you alright? Please, say something. The ritual is going well, don't you think? Pity the goddess won't see it. She'll be sleeping through the whole thing, I surmise. You bastard. Why have you even come? You don't stand a chance against me. Since you host a fragment of demonic essence yourself, you must know what you're up against, right? The power that fills the air all around the summit is transforming me. Soon I will surpass divinity itself. I'll become a perfect being. Oh, I know about your intentions, but you haven't won just yet. Until Solomon shines back on the surface and the Black Pearl's power is unleashed, you're still nothing more than a cocky sorcerer. I'm impressed. You know more than I anticipated. I suppose I underestimated you. I initially thought your goal was merely to steal the demonic power's essence away from me. Imagine my surprise when I learned your true objective. Destroying the Black Pearl, is it? Clearly the delusions of a madman. Maybe I am mad, but what other option is there? Eliminate the Black Pearl and you eliminate the essence it holds within, which is essentially suicide for me. But it doesn't matter, I've come this far. I can't back down now. I don't make a very good demon, and I'm certainly not much of a human anymore, but I'll do whatever it takes to obliterate the likes of you. You're wasting your time, and I suppose I'm wasting my breath. If you haven't gotten it through your thick head yet that this struggle is futile, you never will. I'm not about to give up without trying every trick in the book. And even when I've done everything that fate will allow, I can still turn my claws upon fate if I have to. Your strength of will is a good match for your foolish obstinacy. Honestly, I'm impressed you've been able to maintain enough sense to hold such values, considering the monster you've become. But in the end, your struggles will avail you nothing in the face of such overwhelming power. Ah! Ah! Such is the divide between those who have power and those who do not. One cannot change the world through force of will alone. No, you're wrong. Rhea. Oh, it seems our goddess possesses a strong will of her own. You know, one detail I want to point out that I actually really like is how every time Toal gets really injured, he transforms back into his human form. Because it kind of reminds me of Kamen Rider, where if the Kamen Rider takes too much damage, he'll just like transform back into a human form. So I kind of like that detail about Toal, where if he gets injured, he transforms back into a human. But, pray tell, could a caged bird possibly hope to accomplish by defying me? Toal, remember, you've already overcome so much. Sometimes being careless is the same thing as being carefree. It's endearing, and it's been a pillar of support for us all. Even relying on the demonic energy within you, you've never let it consume you. You've made it your own. Now's your chance. The ring. Toal withdrew the goddess ring from his pack. No, it can't be. The ring contains a small measure of my power. Please, release it. Understood. Ah! Did I do it? Toal. How irritating. Very well then. If you're that desperate to die, I'll be happy to help the cause. The Black Pearl has regained most of its power. Perhaps it's time I harness the gifts I've been given. Damn, you two. My demonic form is worlds apart from yours. It is like unto that of a god. The demonic essence makes me the ideal fusion of a man's intellect and the demon's raw power. Behold my glorious visage, cower before my perfect form. Here we go, boss fight. I like that this time Fina is not here to give the hero power. Instead, Toal just gets his power solely from Rhea's ring. It's like they're practically married. I mean, he's literally wearing her ring. Alright, let's fight. Hi, Dallas. Oh wow, I'm dealing hella damage to him. I'm taking like no damage at all so far. He does so little damage to me. Ah, I need fire now. Yeah, he does so little damage to me. Lightning time. Ow. Dude, get back inside the arena. That's not fair. You can't go where I can't fucking hit you. God, those wings are so cool, not gonna lie. Alright, I gotta kill these things now. Wow, I'm fucking nuking his HP so fast. Ah! Jesus. Fuck off. Oh, what? That doesn't do damage to him? Oh, no, it does. I just wasn't aiming right. I appreciate that he just stood there and let me use that, though. There we go, level up. This Dallas destroyed. But remember, we're on the cannon route. So you know what that means. No. How? How could I have lost? Inexperience. I've grown used to the demon within me. I know its limit and I respect them. You, on the other hand, took on more power than you could handle, and it overwhelmed you. I merely used that to my advantage. I suppose there's some merit to your pathetic resistance after all. But I will never allow vermin like you to stand in the way of my grand ambitions. What? Are you trying to destabilize the Black Pearl altogether? No, you mustn't. Its power will destroy you too. Oh, I know that all too well. But if its power cannot be mine, then it shall be no one's. It will be destroyed by my hand. The Darklings will be second to none. We will have absolute control, or we'll foster absolute anarchy. I'm afraid that doesn't work for me. When a puppet cuts its strings, all that happens is it falls down. What? Here comes the true villain. The real final boss. Finally makes his appearance. Hello, Kane. It can't be. It's good to see you again, Lady Rhea. I must confess, when you and Lady Fina disappeared without notifying me, I became rather anxious. Does something trouble you? It's unbecoming of a goddess to stare with mouth agape like that. Your silence is unnecessary. I have ever been your faithful servant, after all. If my actions displease you, you may feel free to speak ill of me. Wait just a moment! Father, why are you here? And why would you pick now of all time to make your entrance? Don't tell me. Yeah, no, you know he's the bad guy just from the fucking music. So, it was you then. I had my suspicions, but I always refused to believe it. Now, I guess I no longer have that option. I suppose you don't. It was I who told these outsiders of the demonic essence. When Solomon Shrine was raised to the sky, it confirmed my suspicions regarding the Black Pearl's true potential, which in turn led me to discover the existence of the perfect form it can bestow upon whosoever controls it. And ever since, things have simply fallen into place one after another, exactly as I envisioned, all according to plan. But to have even harbored the slightest suspicion towards me is quite impressive. You're sharp as ever, Lady Rhea. Am I to assume you've also deduced my ultimate goal in all this then? I have. And I cannot allow it to happen. Yes, this is literally like the origin story of how the Dharm Tower even came to be. Like, this is the prequel. Well, that is a pity. Where are my manners? Here I am rambling on whilst there's a wounded animal in my presence, bleeding all over my tower. Gain. Fact. You made a good effort, Dallas. But in the end, you Darklings were far too inexperienced for your efforts to have any true merit. Therefore, I shall now relieve you of your duties as custodian of the essence. You bastard. You've served me well as my pawn, acting where I could not. And I am not an ungrateful man. So when I have become one with the essence, you shall be granted life anew as my loyal slave. I trust you will look forward to the day of your glorious rebirth. I'm fading. My body. Someone help me. The demonic essence. Not quite complete yet, it would seem. Still, I suppose he did his best, considering his obvious inadequacies. And with that... Don't you dare move another Don't you dare move another muscle, father. I'm not letting you anywhere near that thing. You're still here. As I recall, you ran out of my life a long time ago, so what business have you interfering with it now? You... Do you think you're scaring me? You'll back down. You never follow through with anything. You're even half-assed as a demon. Why do you suppose you wound up with the Darklings in the first place? It's certainly not because they saw any potential in you. You can't mean... I was the only survivor of that battle because I gave them very explicit instructions to leave you alive, yes. I wanted to see how much potential the demonic influence could unlock in one of our lineage. One might say you were my test subject. I had Dallas do the same to Hugo just to confirm the results. Imagine my surprise when he lost in battle to the likes of you. I am so ashamed. Both of my sons are such wretched failures. You goddamn bastard! Toal! How? You didn't move. You didn't even blink. And yet, you still hope to defy me. A simple bolt of lightning is easy enough to conjure with a mere thought, if you're actually skilled, that is. Alright then, no holding back. Damn, how's Fax's shield magic? I should have known. Yes, you should have. And you should have also known that this barrier is made of sterner stuff than that fool Dallas's. Even with the goddess ring, you serve no chance of breaking through. Yeah, remember how Dallas had that shield? The whole time, that shield was actually Kane Fac's magic. Because remember, in the second game, when you play as Adol, the House Fact magic was shield magic. The shield magic is, in fact, the specialty of House Fact, so obviously Kane would have the best of it. Nothing in this world exists that can penetrate it. Damn. Now then, I believe it is time to claim the essence for myself. Rhea? This feels magnificent. Once the ritual is complete, all that remains is to destroy Solomon's Shrine. Then the Black Pearl's power will be released, transforming the demonic essence with me into pure perfection. I will not allow that to happen. Damn it, not even that? You truly are hopeless. I told you there's nothing you can do to stop me. You're just wasting your time. Toal. It's no use. These claws will never be able to break through that barrier. What the hell am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I'm not too late. Oh, hi, Fina. Fina. Well, if it isn't Lady Fina, you're looking well. I'm afraid you're mistaken in your assessment, however. You are indeed too late. No, I am not. I believe this is yours, Toal. What? Oh shit, new weapon! The silver sword. It can't be. My sword. I thought it was broken. Not anymore, thanks to the wondrous skills of House Gemma. Its blade is imbued with the strength of everyone from Ys, myself included. And since Clara serves to amplify magical power, it should be able to break through even the toughest of barriers. I owe you one. Impudent wench! Don't do this, Toal. Why can't you understand? Why don't you feel it too? A quenchless thirst for power is in the Fact family's blood. Hell, it's even central to the human condition. The goddesses are only holding us back from realizing our true potential. We deserve better. We must be freed from this yoke. Mankind must not allow itself to be suppressed. No, I've been pushing my way through life with brute force for far too long. And in doing so, I lost sight of something. What we need isn't just power for power's sake. We need to join our individual strengths in pursuit of a well-planned and mutually beneficial future. So yes, Father, I suppose power is what I seek, but the difference between you and I is, I seek it as a means to an end. The power to help those who believe in me, and to bring a better future to Ys. Ah! You pathetic fool. Very well, if this is the path you choose, then so be it. I'll show you just how wrong you are. What? No, he can't be. Toal, watch out. He intends to fuse himself with the Black Pearl. Haha, precisely. Why simply use a demonic essence when I can become it? I'll become the ultimate demon, a god in every sense of the word. I'll be the supreme being we facts I've always dreamed we could be. My humanity is nothing by comparison. Look well, for you bear the witness to the birth of omnipotence itself. Here we go, the true final boss. God, this fucking arena. This is the arena from Ys 2, remember? That's right, we're gonna be fighting Darm. Ah, Jesus. I'm taking damage. Oh yeah. We can shoot holy bolts now. Finally. We can hit the Black Pearl. Yes, Darm, aka Kane Fact, is the true final boss of Ys Origin. Not Dallas. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, not this. Not this. Okay. Ow, ow. Oh, there's the Black Pearl. It was hiding in his left claw. Oh, no, fuck! I fell! Shit. Ah! Yeah, that's what happens when you fall. Ouch. Oh, jeez. How do I hit you? Oh, jeez. Is the octopus attack? Oh god, what is this attack? Ah, there's the Black Pearl. At least I'm over leveled for this fight, so I'm doing okay. If I wasn't, I would be having a hard time. Oh, is his hitbox not up yet? Oh well. Ah, now his hitbox is up. Oh well, it couldn't have lasted that long anyways. Oh, I can destroy these. There we go, Black Pearl. But yeah, this is the guy Adol fought in the second game. The guy Adol fought in the second game is, in fact, Kane Fact. Except, of course, Adol didn't know his name was Kane Fact because, well, he wasn't alive during this time, so he couldn't have known. I love that giant laser beam. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay, I stayed on. I really gotta use my boost gauge whenever it is up. God, that is such a cool look for the Black Pearl. Jeez. Oh, okay. It was just closing back up. Man, I'm glad I'm over leveled for this fight, or else I would be taking so much damage right now. Did I do it? Kane Darm. I like that his name is Darm now. No! How could this be? I may not be the son you've always wanted me to be. But did you ever even try seeing me for who I am? Did you ever consider my feelings for even a single moment? Or egos for that matter? What? What are you talking about? Your greatest failing is your disdain for humanity. We may be ignorant and powerless beings, and when left unchecked we can cause nothing but trouble. But no one has the right to decide our futures for us. One by one, we each must shape our own. That's what makes life worth living. And the future I choose is one where I stop you in your tracks right here and right now. Wait. Father, thank you for everything. I pray that one day, on some distant plane, we may meet again as father and son, and can put all this unpleasantness behind us. Damn you! You've done it, but this form is immortal. As long as the Black Pearl exists, I will be reborn. Prove to me, Toal, that you made the right choice. Toal. Pathetic, aren't I? I can't believe how exhausted I am. On the contrary, your condition belies the magnitude of what you just accomplished. And besides, it makes it a little easier for me to do this. Do what? Your harmonica? No, you can't. Are you ready, Fina? Yes. No, stop! If you use the power of your wings, you'll both be... The ritual has progressed farther than we anticipated. If we don't stop it now, Solomon's Shrine will come crashing back down to the ground. I'm sorry, Toal. If I was just a little bit more powerful, I'd be able to do this without Rhea's help. Oh, Fina, don't talk like that. I could never let you do this alone. Someday, the demonic essence, or the demon who now holds it, to be more precise, may awaken once more. As such, returning the Black Pearl to Solomon's Shrine would be far too dangerous. I know this may be difficult for you, but it, and we as well, must be entombed deep within the earth, far from human hands. But before we do this, I'd like to leave a message with you, Toal. A message for everyone in Ys. Tell them, thank you. Thank you for everything, and may their lives be blessed forevermore. Please, wait. Damn it. Why did my body have to give out on me now? Toal. I'm so sorry, but thank you. When you said you wanted your future to be with me, I was so happy. Happier than I could put into words. The happiest I've ever been in all my life as a goddess. Because of you, I believe I'll have nothing but wonderful dreams during my long slumber. Stop. No! God, Ys was already pretty close to the surface by the time they finally did this, huh? I still like how they chose to keep Ys in the air even though all the demons are gone. But I guess they wanted to keep people as far away from the Black Pearl as possible, so being in the sky was probably the best choice. Because if they're just on the surface, anyone can just go dig up the Black Pearl anytime they want. Ugh. Toal's blonde again. It was the demonic essence that made his hair white, of all things. My demonic element is gone. His name is just normal Toal now. Lady Rhea! Lady Fina! Brother? Oh, here comes our two other protagonists. And everyone else. Lady Rhea? Lady Fina? How did this happen? What the hell happened here, Toal? And what happened to your hair? Aww. Toal, please tell me. Lady Rhea and Lady Fina, what happened to them? Yeah, no, I agree. I think Toal's hair looks better when it's in white. I don't think blonde suits him at all. He just looks weird like that. The goddesses have gone to sleep for a very long time. It was the only way they could keep the demonic essence sealed away in the Black Pearl. What? Are you serious? I'm afraid so, but Fina left a message for everyone beforehand. Thank you for everything, and may your lives be blessed forevermore, she said. Unica and Toal. Honestly, I think Toal would be better for Unica than fucking Roy could ever be. Roy the generic ass nobody. No. No, please. It's alright. If we just have faith, then someday, I know we'll see them again. You know better than anyone how lonely they always were, so let's make sure they stay in our hearts, every day, every moment. Yeah, no, Roy is like, oh my god, why did they even make Roy? I know you're right, but they were also like sisters to me. I just don't want to let them go. Unica. Stubborn till the end, those goddesses. They waited until I couldn't move to do what they planned from the beginning, countering my objections with apologies and platitudes. And despite all that, they look so peaceful, content in knowing that Ys is secure in the heavens and we're all safe from danger. But the price was just a bit too high if you ask me. Farewell, goddesses. One day, I swear, I'll destroy that damned essence once and for all, and free you from this destiny. And when that day comes, I hope you'll let me hear you play this harmonica once again. And so the crisis that had brought the land of Ys to the brink of annihilation was finally resolved, albeit impermanently. Toal and the others enshrined the goddesses in the Black Pearl deep underground just as promised. Afterward, they began preparing to use the remaining magical energy for a return trip to the Solomon Shrine in the heavens. Honestly though, I do agree with your assessment that like Adol should have been a fact descendant. I think it would actually be more interesting if Adol was in fact from House Fact. Just because like, I don't know, that would actually make some really interesting stuff going on, you know? Are you really going to go back, Toal? I thought you wanted to stay on the surface to watch over the goddesses. No, that's not my place. Someone has to inherit Father's position. Though to be honest, I really think that someone should be you. No thanks. I can do without being ridiculed behind my back as the son of a traitor. Besides, you were his original choice for successor anyways. The surface is where I'm most needed. There's so much work to be done down here, and I'd very much like to be a part of it. Sounds like you're confident in your decision then. So, has Epona gone back to her homeland? Yes. Yes, she has. When the essence was sealed away, Zava and Kishgal both perished. Epona says she was returning home for a time to report on what happened here. Oh, I see. So it's only for a time, is it? Well, that's just the impression I got. It's not like she's definitely coming back, but, I mean, she probably will, I think. Hugo, you're such a two-timer. What did I do? Life as a ladies' man sure is rough. I like how in this route, in Hugo's route, like Miusha never acknowledged the fact that Hugo liked Epona, but in the canon route with in the Toal route, Miusha actually acknowledged that Hugo likes Epona instead of her. So it is totally canon that Miusha feels totally cucked by Epona. It's really funny because Hugo never even liked Miusha. Miusha is literally just jealous. Well, you know what they say. You reap what you sow. Just try not to make too big a scene, okay? The time for epic life and death struggles is behind us, and I'm pretty sure Miwisha would mop the floor with you anyway. Come on, you two, cut it out. Oh, hey, Toal. When you get back, were you planning on writing up an official record of all the stuff that happened down here? Horse-themed demon girl and steals your... You know, it's so funny. Of course. Hopefully, it will serve as both warning and instruction should the day come when the demonic essence revives once again. I'll consult with the other priests to include as much background detail as possible. It may be centuries or millennia until this information is needed after all. Ideally, it will be bound into books for the ages. Sounds like you've thought this out pretty thoroughly. If you would, please give my regards to Grandpa. Tell him I'm sorry I won't be able to see him in person, but I'll always be thinking about him. Don't worry, I'll make sure he gets the message, and I'll also fill him in on what happened to Commander Tova. But in return, I'd ask you to please watch over the goddesses for me, alright? You bet! I'll keep a close eye on them even when I'm old and gray. You won't make it that far if you don't start thinking about the present. I hope you're ready for some hard times down here. Guess it's good that I'm staying, or you'd be dead by nightfall. Hey, that's just mean. I'm gonna miss watching you stooges beat up on one another. Don't know how I'll make it up here without you. Just won't be the same anymore. Ramona, Cecilia... There will be many hardships ahead for all of you, but I have faith in your abilities. May you all live good, strong lives, never forgetting your pride as knights and sorcerers of Ys. Yes, sir. I'll always be in your debt. Riko, Miwisha, I'll be the ones who tell your families that you've chosen to stay behind. I'll break the news to them gently, don't worry. It's going to be tough trying to rebuild down here, but hang in there. I know you can do it. Kadena. We'll do our best, and you do the same. Rhoda, if you would, please keep an eye on these wide-eyed youths. Make sure they don't get themselves into trouble. And give my regards for your little brother. It would be my pleasure on both accounts. And when time comes, I shall make sure your legacy is passed only to one who is worthy of it. What's this now? Let's just call it a safety net. For some distant future generation. Huh? I'm afraid the time has come. Parting like this is difficult indeed, but we must begin the transport spell before it's too late. You're right, of course. Please, go ahead. Thank you. Dino, Aeolia, are you ready? Yes, Father. We're ready. So if you're wondering what Toal was talking about there at the end, so first, he mentioned that... Oh, cool, CG. The true route CG. Oh, there goes the remaining of the rocks. Hope nobody's down there. Yay. So if you're wondering what Toal was talking about there at the end, first he mentions that he is going to write the Book of Fact. So that book that Adol finds in the first game, that book was written by Toal Fact. Which is why in the second game, when you go returning the books of Ys, you return them at the Sanctuary of Fact. Because, well, he's the one who wrote the Book of Fact after all. And he also mentions another thing, saying he's going to leave something with the Rhoda trees. So you remember, like, in Ys 1, when Adol finds the silver sword, he finds it because at the base of the Rhoda tree, how the Rhoda tree was holding onto the sword for the one hero who will put an end to all the evil and darkness. That sword is the same sword that Toal Fact used in this game. That sword is the same sword Toal Fact wielded as a knight, and then later wielded to destroy his Dharm. And that sword is a sword he entrusts to the Rhoda trees to protect, so that when Dharm Fact returns, the new hero would be the one to inherit it and use it to destroy the Black Pearl once and for all. And that would turn out to be Adol. So yeah, that's how the canon ending connects to the first game as the prequel. It's like everything Toal has done here, he's basically inheriting all of his legacy down to Adol. So even though Adol is not his descendant, he does in fact inherit his legacy by inheriting his sword as well as his book. Which is pretty cool, honestly. It's a pretty satisfying way for a prequel to end. Where it's like, finally at the end of a long journey, everything connects together. Very satisfying. And I also like the mention that Epona is going to plan to come back to Hugo. Oh, okay. Thank you for watching, Fifi man. See ya. Yeah, there's the Claria sword at the base of the Rhoda tree. And Toal Fact is now Priest Fact. Probably the youngest priest, actually. Considering how every other priest is like an old man. The 6 books of Ys sent down to the surface so that future generations will know to avoid the evil. And the tomb where Rhea and Fina are sealed away. Yay, sword. Ah. God. What a satisfying ending. Yay, we did it! We played through all 3 routes of Ys Origin and got the true ending. Wow, that was a long ass journey though. Replaying this game 3 times. But yay, we did it. Oh. Man, I feel like I have thoughts I want to say, but I'm kind of blanking on them right now. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. I remember, I like the detail of Epona, like how they mentioned that Epona plans on coming back to be with Hugo. Because it means it's very likely that Yugo's descendant, Dark Fact, is not in fact born to House Fact through Muisha's line, but rather Epona's line. So that means Dark Fact in Ys 1 was actually probably had Darkling blood through Epona and Yugo rather than Muisha, because like it's pretty obvious that Yugo doesn't actually plan on being with Muisha. I guess Muisha is just gonna have to get with Rico instead. God, I love that they put that even in the true ending. It's such a funny detail. But then yeah, I think now that I think about it, so the 5 people who stayed behind, Yugo, Unica, Rico, Roy, and Muisha. Of these 5, 3 are from are part of the priest lineage. Let's see, Unica is from House Tova, and we know that in the first game, on the surface, the descendants of Tova that were there were Jeba, the granny, and Goban, the thief. Those 2 are from House Tova, so they're the descendants of Unica. And what's his face? Rico is from House Gemma, and we know that in the first game, the descendant of Gemma is Luta, the guy who broke his leg when he got injured in the Dharm Tower, and the one who kept on like sleepwalking. So that guy was Rico's descendant. Wait, hold on, there was one more. Right, Sarah, the fortune teller. Sarah, the fortune teller, was also a Tova, so she was also a descendant of Unica. Since I know she and Jeba and Goban were related. I think that's all the descendants of Ys on the surface, though. Other than Dark Fact, of course, who was the descendant of Yugo Fact. Wow, Unica has a lot of descendants in the first game. I just realized in the first game, most of the descendants of the priests on the surface belong to Unica's lineage. Whereas Rico's lineage only had Luta. But of course, a lot of the priest descendants were also just hanging out in Ys, because that's where the priests actually reside. So and yeah, Roy and Muisha are just they don't belong to any of the priest family, so they basically just provide offspring. I don't think their lineage gets passed on. Like, it doesn't matter if like Roy is a guy. I don't think his lineage gets passed on, just because Unica actually does belong to a noble family. So she gets to have inheritance rights. There has to be like other people on the surface though. Like, even though like these 5 were the only people from Ys that stayed behind, there has to be other people on the surface, or else everyone in Asteria would be a descendant of the priest families. So I think it's pretty clear that like at some point Asteria was populated with other humans that are not part of this group of 5. Like, there has to be other humans that were involved in order for them to populate the land with non-priest descendants. Not to mention, if these 5 were the only ones around, I think they would hit a genetic bottleneck really fast. Just from the fact that there would be no genetic diversity due to the starting population being 5. Or 6 if you include Epona. So, there has to have been other people who either were left behind on the surface or later migrated into Asteria when they heard that all the demons are gone. Otherwise the Asterian 700 years later would probably be pretty inbred. But anyways, I think that's all like the prequel finishing thoughts I have about how it connects to the first game. I'm very satisfied with finally finishing this game. Yay. Bonus shop. Oh right, I forgot there's... I'm not gonna unlock that. I don't even like playing the Nepishtim version of Adol. But anyways, we're finally done with Ys Origin. Completely. Next time I stream Ys, it will be Ys Felghana, Oath in Felghana. Which we're gonna be going back to Adol with that one. But I'm pretty excited because that's actually my favorite Ys game. So I hope you'll look forward to exploring Ys Felghana with me. So have a good night everyone. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.